Have you ever wondered why some people seem to know everything, yet reveal nothing? Welcome, dear listener, to the intriguing world of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Today we dive into the depths of Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. This law is a vital cog in the wheel of power dynamics, a thread weaving its way through the tapestry of human interaction. It underlines the importance of understanding the personalities we engage with and the potential repercussions of our actions toward them. In essence, Law 19 teaches us to be keen observers, to be discerning in our interactions, and to be careful not to provoke those who could harm us in return. It's not about walking on eggshells, but rather about strategic navigation in social and political landscapes. Throughout history, this law has stealthily shaped the course of empires, kingdoms, and nations. It has been the unseen hand guiding the rise and fall of powerful individuals, influencing their decisions and actions. It's the silent whisper in the ears of kings and queens, presidents and prime ministers, CEOs and generals, warning them to tread carefully, to know their allies from their adversaries, their friends from their foes. Consider, for instance, the delicate dance of diplomatic relations between countries. A misstep, a wrongly worded statement, or an offensive gesture, and the dance quickly turns into a duel. Similarly, in the corporate world, a seemingly innocent remark can spark a feud, leading to a cascade of consequences that could make or break careers and companies. And it's not just in the grand scheme of things. This law applies to our everyday lives too. Whether we're dealing with a difficult boss, a sensitive friend, or a volatile neighbor, knowing who we're dealing with and not offending the wrong person can save us a world of trouble. So, are you ready to delve deeper into this fascinating law? Let's embark on a journey through time to see how this law has been used in different historical periods. Welcome to Psych Insight, where we view the world through the lens of psychology. We appreciate your support, so please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like if you enjoy our content. Now let's travel back in history. Imagine yourself in ancient Greece, the cradle of Western civilization. Here, amid the towering columns and bustling marketplaces, we unravel the tragic tale of Oedipus, a story that resounds with the wisdom of Law 19 from Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. The story of Oedipus is a compelling narrative of power, fate, and ignorance. Born to the king and queen of Thebes, a prophecy predicted that Oedipus would kill his father and marry his mother. To thwart this prophecy, his parents abandoned him on a mountainside. However, destiny had other plans. Oedipus was discovered and raised by the king and queen of Corinth, oblivious of his true lineage. As fate would have it, he crossed paths with his real father, King Laius of Thebes. A confrontation ensued, and Oedipus, not knowing true identities, killed Laius, unwittingly fulfilling part of the prophecy. In Thebes, Oedipus solved the riddle of the Sphinx, saved the city, and was rewarded with the throne and the hand of the widowed queen, who was, unbeknownst to him, his biological mother. As the prophecy reached its fulfillment, it was Oedipus's ignorance of his true identity and relationships that led to his downfall. The tragedy of Oedipus beautifully illustrates Law 19. Know who you're dealing with, do not offend the wrong person. Oedipus, due to his lack of knowledge, offended the most taboo of relations, leading to his catastrophic downfall. Had he known his true lineage, he could have averted such a disastrous fate. This ancient story serves as a stark warning of the potential consequences of acting without a full understanding of the situation or people involved. It emphasizes the significance of grasping the dynamics, relationships, and power structures before making any move. Just as Oedipus was brought down by his lack of knowledge, we too can become our own worst enemies when we fail to fully comprehend who we're dealing with. The tale of Oedipus serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of knowing who you're dealing with. Fast forward to the late 18th century, a time of great turmoil in France. The nation was teetering on the brink of a revolution, a drastic shift in the societal order that would forever alter the course of history. At the center of this maelstrom was Louis XVI, a man born into power but ill-equipped to wield it effectively. Louis XVI ascended to the French throne with an air of naivety and a lack of the crucial understanding of the public sentiment. The people of France were hungry, impoverished, and increasingly resentful of the monarchy's extravagance. The seeds of revolution were sprouting, but Louis, cocooned in the opulence of Versailles, failed to grasp the changing dynamics. His inability to recognize the revolutionary fervor brewing among his subjects was the first step towards his downfall. Rather than addressing their grievances, Louis XVI chose to ignore them, a fatal mistake that would cost him his throne and, eventually, his life. Despite several warnings, Louis remained oblivious to the discontent simmering beneath the surface. His advisors urged him to enact reforms to ease the financial strain on the common people, but Louis was indecisive and ineffective. His reluctance to challenge the status quo, to upset the aristocracy, further fueled the revolutionary sentiment. When the revolution did erupt in full force, it was too late for Louis XVI to reverse his mistakes. He attempted to flee France, a desperate act that only served to confirm his detachment from the realities of his kingdom. Captured and returned to Paris, Louis XVI was made to face the wrath of the people he had so grievously offended. He was tried for high treason and crimes against the state, and in January 1793, met his end at the guillotine, a stark symbol of the revolution he had failed to understand. His death marked the end of more than 1,000 years of continuous French monarchy and the beginning of a new, tumultuous era. Louis XVI's fate underscores the dire consequences of offending the wrong people. His failure to acknowledge the changing tides of his time serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of understanding and responding to the dynamics of one's environment. In the modern world, Law 19 is as relevant as ever. While we've journeyed through ancient Greece and the tumultuous times of the French Revolution, our exploration of Law 19, know who you're dealing with, do not offend the wrong person, now brings us to the present-day corporate world. The landscape of business today is akin to a battlefield, and corporate espionage is its stealthy warrior. The misstep of offending a mighty competitor can lead to disastrous consequences. Let's delve into a few instances where this law was ignored, leading to significant losses. Consider the case of a popular tech giant. In their quest for dominance, they overlooked the influence of a smaller rival. This rival, feeling slighted, launched a series of cyber attacks that cost the tech giant millions in damages and tarnished its reputation. Had they been more aware of who they were dealing with, this calamity could have been averted. Then there's the tale of two pharmaceutical companies. One, a well-established firm, dismissed the other as an insignificant competitor. The underdog, offended by this disregard, exploited a loophole in the patent law to produce a generic version of a blockbuster drug. The result was a significant financial blow to the larger company, all because they underestimated their opponent. In the realm of retail, a major player once offended a powerful supplier by abruptly terminating their contract. The supplier retaliated by halting deliveries, causing a severe stock shortage during the peak shopping season. The retail giant's profits plummeted, and they learned a hard lesson about the importance of maintaining good relationships. These examples show how important it is to know who you're dealing with in today's high-stakes corporate world. The battlefield of business is fraught with dangers, and Law 19 serves as a reminder to tread carefully. Do not underestimate or offend the wrong person, for the consequences can be severe. From ancient Greece to modern boardrooms, Law 19 has proven its timeless relevance. We've embarked on a journey through time, visiting the ancient city of Thebes, witnessing the chaos of the French Revolution, and setting foot in the cutthroat world of contemporary corporate politics. At each stop, we've seen the importance and impact of Law 19. Know who you're dealing with, do not offend the wrong person. In ancient Greece, we saw the tragic tale of Oedipus, who, in his ignorance of his true parentage, offended the wrong person and set in motion a series of events that led to his downfall. This story serves as a stark reminder of the dire consequences that can ensue when one fails to fully understand the identities and roles of those around them. Fast forward a few centuries, and we find ourselves in the midst of the French Revolution. Louis XVI, in his failure to appreciate the power dynamics at play, offended the wrong people, the French populace. The result? His tragic end and the toppling of an entire monarchy. Once again, Law 19 takes center stage, illustrating the importance of understanding the motivations and identities of others. In the world of modern corporate espionage, we've seen how a failure to obey Law 19 can lead to corporate collapse and financial ruin. The intricate webs of power and influence that exist within corporate structures require a deep understanding of who holds what cards and who can be trusted. Offending the wrong person, as we learned, can lead to disastrous outcomes. So, what do these stories tell us? They remind us that power dynamics are everywhere. They teach us that understanding who we're dealing with is critical to our success and survival. They warn us of the potential consequences of ignoring this important law. Remember, to navigate the intricate webs of power, always know who you're dealing with, and never offend the wrong person. Thank you for joining me today as we delved into Law-19 from the 48 Laws of Power. Your journey through history and into the corporate world was not just a tale of caution, but a lesson to arm you with knowledge and foresight. From the tragic tale of Oedipus to the fall of Louis XVI and the downfalls in the corporate world, we've seen how neglecting to understand the identities, motivations, and power dynamics of those around us can lead to disastrous outcomes. So, how can we apply Law 19 to our own lives? Start by observing and understanding the people in your environment. Recognize their roles, their motivations, and the power they hold. Carefully navigate your interactions, ensuring you don't offend or underestimate the wrong person. This law isn't about fear, it's about respect and understanding. Consider your relationships and interactions. Are there areas where you could apply Law 19 more effectively? Are there people whose motivations and roles you could strive to understand better? Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about the people around you, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complex webs of power that exist in every aspect of life. I hope our exploration of Law 19 has been enlightening and that it empowers you to navigate your relationships and environments with greater strategic awareness. Until next time, take care, keep learning, and remember the power of understanding those around you.